everyone, to Logan, Utah and the Beehive State. We're here at Maverick Stadium, home to the Utah State Aggies, and eager for this clash. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Arizona State Sun Devils taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Utah State Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Utah State Aggies offense will start this game off. And they're led out there by a man who will carry the ball plenty in this one, guys.
Well, it's real simple. He's the best player on their team. They have got to force-feed this guy the football, David.
No doubt about it. The offense goes through him. Excited to see how they've built this offense and how many different ways they can get him touches.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Breaks the tackle. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. And the returner will be brought down. The Sun Devils offense has the ball for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throw down.
And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Reads it, fires complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Off the play fake on first down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. After the misfire, it's second down.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
He makes the connection. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive to get.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots.
Fires covers and picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way
Not
back.
good, boys.
Touchdown, Sun Devils. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the returner will be dragged down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Utah State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Looking to the big tight end. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted.
Get in there, baby.
Touchdown, Aggies. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
He cut.
What a spectacular layout and catch. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and the coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Wide out in motion. Off the boot, looking for his man. They're bringing heat. They're trying to get to it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Offense working from the pistol. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's right on target. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback...
Oh, look out. There he goes. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
21, Utah State, 17.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Line gets set, first down. To throw, it's Sampson. Fire into the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats.
Utah State, 17.
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And guys with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Coming after it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again. This offensive line has to step up.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
This Utah State offense has it going. Back to throw, it's Sampson getting some heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Weaver. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is...
Snagged in the end zone! Touchdown, Utah State! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The give on the inside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. They'll go right back to him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, the power run here.
Get up there.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Makes a connection. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
2 pick sixes.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man down the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Complete downfield. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll pull it down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll immediately call timeout.
Arizona State.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. On second down, wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
3rd and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead is still full. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw, it's Sampson. It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh no. That is an oh.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far, and it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown.
And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, the ground game. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Oh, shoot.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. A third and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Sampson. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. After the short completion, it's now second down. He'll keep it himself. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Dang.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Holding.
At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone.
Thanks.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Finds his big tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Thought he had the touchdown, and saw not everybody was celebrating with him after that yellow laundry was on the field, and it's coming back. Now on 2nd and goal. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Motion from the offense. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona State. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 6 over Washington. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Trying to get to him. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. He makes a catch. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He finds his man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. To the air, it's Sampson. Quarterback now breaking the field. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Hey, defense just got given a gift. They'll take that all day. You want to keep backpedaling and backpedaling as a QB? We'll keep pursuing you, and we'll sack you, and we'll force you almost out of field goal range.
He's looking for a man on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
No.
He's got it on the right. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
At the 38. Good enough for a first down.
They'll give it to the back. Discards a man. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The RPO fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Gives it to the back on the draw.
No. What a terrible.
25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
Right?
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Sending its offense back onto the field. They're They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Aggies! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Arizona State 43, Utah State.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
Utah State being in the Pac-12 is
know what I'm
no
up by more
joke.
than a field goal. Obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on
USC
offense. What they've been
just
calling has been working. Just get
all
back to
over.
doing what you're good at.
The Sun Devils want to pick
Yeah, I
up the
believe
tempo.
advances.
Leaves it with the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out
Hold on.
and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL
Nah,
deal paycheck.
I'm sure it's tomorrow night. Commissioned in advance, it was Dex, and they didn't put it in the chat. The way events yesterday.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wide
You
out.
got to be kidding
Right
me.
on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Give me
Sun
a
Devils
turn.
have taken it inside the 20. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock.
Yes,
And it's intercepted. A
Man.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball.
That's holding. It's a safety.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. A first down for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Oh my gosh.
The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. He'll do it himself. Got the first down and still on his feet. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
You're like, you don't deserve that interception. We're going to give him a safety.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick strike complete. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Offense set on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
And then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Probably drop me out. Dude, like, we were so hot. First 4 games. It's tough. It's a tough one, dude. Back-to-back tough ones. We out. Peace.